What's good, Souls of Thought family? You know who it is. It's your boy Norris, and everybody know they need an uncle. That's the plug. We got Uncle Plug in the building. How you doing, my boy?
For sure, man. I'm feeling good, man. It's a wonderful Monday. Start the week off right with a good conversation.
All right, all right. We're gonna let him slide, y'all. We ain't gonna go to him too hard. You know, he's still a Buck fan. We're gonna let him ride. We're gonna let him
Oh,
ride until we get into that conversation.
we can talk. We can talk about it. We can jump off into it. It's all good.
Give
It's
me
all.
1 second. We're gonna read y'all disclaimer for all the sensitive people out there.
Yeah.
Uh, welcome to the Souls of Thought, where sports, life, and real talk collide. We're here to break down sports drama, real world events, life lessons with a fresh perspective. But remember, it's just our opinion. You're
Our
always entitled to yours, and you're welcome. We welcome all respectful conversation. Respectful conversation. Let's keep it real, stay vigilant, and have some fun along the way. Join the convo, stay safe, stay ready, and don't forget to think for yourself. So yeah, man. So how did you feel about the weekend? Plug. How did you feel about the weekend? Yeah.
um the Pittsburgh Steelers game and the Baltimore Ravens. Um, I'm tired of seeing them play. I was already expecting for Baltimore to run all over them. Man, Mike Tomlin's a wonderful coach, but I mean, Russell ain't it to me. It's time. Whether he going to stay and mentor Justin Fields, or they even go in another direction, because I don't think, because if Justin was anything, he would be playing. So um, the Buffalo Bills, they showed up and showed out. The Broncos. Hey, but the Broncos got a good future ahead of them, bro.
They
Broncos.
do.
They got a good future ahead of them. I like the Bo Nick Sean Payton collabo. Um, that's gonna be something. I think that with that dynamic, they're gonna bring more people to Denver. It's a lot of people that probably hadn't wanted to go to Denver for quite a while, and they probably like, hey, I'm gonna go over there and see what I can do over there too. So that was a good one.
Did you hear about Bo Nix was playing with like three like hurt
Real,
something vertebrae or something?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Back or something. Yeah, they say since week 12, he's been like pretty much playing through all that.
That's commendable, bro. That's
Yeah.
your it's that's gonna make people want to play with and for him, bro. Like
Yeah.
that that is I heard the whispers, um
Hmm.
and I gotta say that that's commendable, bro. I mean, I know how it is playing you know through injury. You know what I'm saying? It's tough. And it's hard to. He liked to run too. He loved to scramble,
Yeah.
and he wasn't hesitating on scrambling. So it he's a tough young man, man. He's a tough young man. I got a story about that, man. That is the first All American game. The first All American game I ever went to, um, with the high schoolers are transitioning into college, was with Bo.
Okay.
I seen it was Coach Mariucci and Coach Prime. They was coaching both sides, and I'm gonna tell you, my late good friend Malcolm, and me and his son Malik, we all went to this game, and he was definitely, and this was before he went to Auburn. He was
Yeah.
definitely the best player on the field, and I remember that. And he was the best player on the field. They came to Orlando. They played at Camping World Field, and he was definitely the best player on the field at that time, even going to Auburn. Yeah, so
Do you think Bo Nix being in college as long as he was, and also his age brought on that maturity?
yes, most definitely. I think that, like most of these kids who were coached by their fathers, they are coachable players. They're coachable players because they're used to that discipline. They're used to, the way a dad jump on you, you know,
Yeah.
unlike a person that don't know what limits they can go with you, you know, it's definitely a good move. And I think even that, remember they showed, like, I think it was like early in the weeks where him and Sean Payton had a little
Yeah.
cat going on the sideline, like, my play got us a touchdown. Like, I was like, I like that. I like that. So, but I know the respect factor is there because you playing for your dad. It's something different about them kids who are coached by their dad. It's a different little situation. I can dig it.
Yeah, because I heard Pat McAfee and them were talking about it today. Because with everything going on, you see an old boy from LSU got the warrant for his arrest. Uh, I forgot what it's like. Lacey was his last name, I think.
Lacey, yeah.
Yeah, for the warrant for the hit and run. He killed the Marine, actually. Uh, so you got that going on, but they were just talking about like the maturity of things, and they said when they got to speak to Mike Vrabel, who now is going to be the new Patriots head coach, he was saying that those are the things that they have to start back developing in the locker room, like mature men that understand what needs to go on. Because I don't know if you've seen, it's a lot of pouting going on, even in the even though the Houston Texans moved on, the receiver was pouting on the bench because he didn't get enough targets. He felt like he wasn't featured. I think was it Johnson was his last name? Is it Demetrius?
I think it was.
I think that's his name. I think his name Demetrius. Uh,
I'm tell you something, like, this generation. I was just speaking on that today, especially when it comes to um dealing with these young guys.
yeah,
Like, I see it's tough because I see why the military is the way it is today. You can't even talk to these kids any kind of way, man. Like,
yeah,
they really are emotional. They're more emotional than anything, and a lot of them, I'm not gonna say all of them, but I do know a lot of them partaking that good green. They got to stay off the weed in my voice, and like, that's a female plant, man.
yeah,
Like, that good loud that they call today is a female plant with no seeds. So if you are putting, it's like estrogen. You put estrogen in your body. You mix estrogen with testosterone, and you get a feminine young man.
yeah.
I'm saying, and these guys are real emotional. So you got a big, strong, muscular, super fast, super talented bitch nigga.
And
Raw,
his
raw,
name,
raw. Thump him in his forehead. He goes, why'd you do
his
that?
name was Deontay Johnson is his name.
Deontay Johnson. Oh, he used to be a Pittsburgh Steeler, wasn't
Yeah, I wanted to make sure I got his name right.
he? Yeah.
Deontay, yeah, he was complaining about the targets, and then they actually just waived him 9 hours ago on ESPN. They just waived him after two
Just
games.
beat them, bro.
You know
Crazy.
that this is his fifth team in one season.
Wow. So he
Yeah,
left Pittsburgh and went where?
he was no, he was with he started off. Let me see his whole little.
See?
Let's see where he started. Dante. Let's see Dante Johnson teams. He started because he been waived 5 times already.
Wow.
He started out early. He was released by the Ravens.
Wow.
So you got the Ravens, the Texans. Who else you just said that he played for? Pittsburgh.
He was Pittsburgh. I think he went to Tennessee after that, if I ain't mistaken.
Let me see. That boy was way.
Dang. He probably won't play in the league again, bro.
That's what I'm saying, man. It speaks of people character. How you gonna complain and the team is moving on to the next round, dog? Like it's crazy to me what these people be doing. Crazy,
What
crazy.
you think? Because you know what? I can remember a time, and Mike, I love you, Mike. I love you, Mike. You've been a fantastic player on our team for a long time. And there was times when Mike used to be like that too, with that
Yeah,
pressure. situation. He used to act like that. And in his second year, I remember that sophomore slump he went through. He was dropping balls like a mug. I'm talking about Captain Butterfingers. But that third he came back, he still made 1,000 yards. It was crazy. But he still came back that third season. He was a brand new monster. And like all that crying and bitching on the sideline, they ceased. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Um I was proud of them for that. But bro, 5 teams in one season
yeah. I'm trying.
type
It
of
said
play.
Texans waived Dante Johnson after 2 games. This is his fourth team this year.
Wow.
Yeah, fourth team this year. I'm trying to see where he started off yet. Uh,
I know he was at Pittsburgh first.
yeah, I guess we can call him a
Um,
journeyman, man.
um it was George Pickens and it was one more guy. They had a nice little receiving core over there, man. I think that's probably when they got rid of him. That when they brought Austin in,
That's
because
crazy.
Austin was with y'all, wasn't it? With the Cowboy.
Uh huh. Yeah.
Mhm. Look, kick return specialist,
Yeah.
slots.
We're gonna have to find out the other teams he's with. But what you
Yep.
thought about the Texans and Chargers game?
The Texans and Chargers game, they
You predicted that Houston was gonna beat them too. Just by the
yeah,
way, I gotta give him his flowers. He did. He said I had the Chargers. He had Texans. So
like all the top notch teams they battled with. So Houston Texans are battle tested. You
yeah,
know, it's unfortunate that Stephon Diggs is injured and Tank Dell is injured. Um, it's unfortunate, but at the same time, it's like, man, CJ Stroud is top notch, man. He top notch. He's next up. He like the leader of the new school.
yeah,
He leader of the new school. He definitely leader of the new school. And D'Amico Ryans is like for real. Like I know he an Alabama boy. He went to Alabama, and I think he just got that little Saban. I think a lot of them guys that come up under that Saban umbrella.
yeah,
You um they know what discipline is, they know what hard work is, and they know what professionalism is. And I think that's why they got that cancer got him out of there. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? That's the last thing you need when you in the playoffs. You should be celebrating and you over complaining.
yeah. That's
Like, bro, this
crazy.
is no easy task, bro. I hope you don't think this is easy task. This is not a light task, bro. To make the playoffs you're an exceptional team to make the playoffs. I don't care what if you got like I see a lot of people complain about they team made it to the first round and got knocked out, bro. You made it, bro. You you in an elite group of like you know what I'm saying. 16 teams, bro. You mean like or 8 teams, bro? You know what I'm saying? 16 teams, I guess. How many teams go to the playoffs?
Shoot, we had man 2, 4, 6, 10, 12, 13, 14. Think it's 16.
16 teams, yeah.
So, but what do you think about like? Do you so? Because I know we're gonna hear about this a lot this all season.
Uh-huh.
Do you think Herbert is worth the money?
Um, damn, that's tough. I like Herbert, but he's gonna probably be like Phillip Rivers, his predecessor. You know what I'm saying? Had a lot of great seasons, but just couldn't quite get over that hump. But maybe Harbaugh is that whisperer. He may be that guy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, first season out the gate. You know what I mean?
But
They just
what do you give him? What do you give him? What are you gonna give him the Baker Mayfield type payday and see what he got, or like, are you gonna give him who just got paid this year?
Baker got paid. Lamar got paid. No,
Okay.
last year. Who else got paid?
So I'm trying to see who it was.
Got paid. Um,
That's about it, huh?
nobody,
Ain't
it.
yeah.
Nobody else get paid. Did nobody else get paid?
Oh, yes, they did. Dakota.
Oh yeah, that trash bag bastard.
Yeah, Dakota got
But
paid.
I take that back. Let me take that back. Let me take that back. Dakota. Dakota Rain Prescott, you you are not trash bag. Your organization is fucking trash bag.
We're
Yo,
gonna talk about that later. We're gonna talk about that later.
you know, I've been sparing these Cowboys for a long time, man, because I'm here in Texas now. But bro, let me tell you something. That is a shitty organization. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I know
We
that's your
start, we
that's
starting to see it, man. I mean, you gotta think about it. We withheld McCarthy. He couldn't go talk to the Bears. Then you let him go. But in the midst of that, we missed all the opportunities to talk to all the other coaches. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Ben Johnson's of the world. Like we missing all these people now. They talking about talking to Jason Witten. Jason Witten? Come on now.
He's coming from high school.
Troy Aikman.
Troy want to be a GM. Troy don't want to be no fucking Troy Aikman as a head coach. Really? Boy, this shit trash, boy. I'm telling you, but hey, jump ship, bro. Hey, look.
I ain't jumping shit.
It's
Hey.
sunny. The beaches are, you know what I'm saying? Our fans are fantastic. Like, bro, you'll love it over here. And plus, bro, look at this beautiful orange, man. Look at this color scheme, bro. Look at this shit hard.
We go. Hey, we're gonna ride this out, man. We're gonna ride it out.
That's bullshit, bro.
Hey,
I'm,
nobody can't be. I think we're gonna end up getting Kellen Moore. I think Kellen Moore
I
gonna
said
come back.
today. I swear I said that today in the shop. I
Yeah,
said, what they gonna do?
yeah,
Kellen Moore? They said they've been not bringing back. I say it's not about getting rid of Mike McCarthy. That's easy.
yeah,
About finding a replacement. You mean
yeah,
that? All right, I'm gonna be real. I love Coach Prime. I know you love Coach Prime.
yeah.
I know you love the whole Sanders family. I love Coach Prime. But bro, ain't everybody gonna respect Prime just for his, you know what I'm saying, for his accolades, what he's done, Hall of Fame player. You know what I'm saying? He shined in Atlanta, he shined in San Francisco, he shined in Dallas. But bro, he coached in the Big 12, bro. Let's be realistic now. Let's be realistic about this now. He coached in the Big 12, bro. Come on, man. You're gonna get over there and you got Alabama, Tennessee, the Ohio State, Florida. Come on, man. Let's be real, man. Come on. You was in the Big 12, man. Come on, bro. Your record is 13-12.
I'm gonna say my take. I got a strong take for this. I feel Coach Prime can do it, but I'm gonna explain it why later on in the show. I really feel he can do it, and I think you'll understand once I say it. You're gonna be like, yeah, I get it, I get it. I think he can do it,
I'm
but
against
I'm gonna explain it why.
I'm against it. But go ahead. I'm not going because I mean at the same time, man, I also got to think about his health, bro.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Regardless of what. And then what you gonna do with Dakota? And then you gonna bring in Shador to a situation where you ain't got no running game. You got only one wide receiver, and you got a subpar. You know what I'm saying? Tight end. The offensive line is slacking. If that can't do, let me tell you something. Be real with you. 1,000. 1,000. Dakota Prescott is a 8 as a quarterback.
yeah,
He's an 8. And Dakota Prescott can play some football. The only problem is that he got a disrespectful, undisciplined, suck ass team, bro. If he
yeah.
go anywhere else, bro, right now, if they let him go and say, "Oh, how about this, Raiders? We give you Dak Prescott and you give us Shador Sanders." Next year, the Oakland Raiders will be in the playoffs. Thanks to Dakota Rain Prescott. And
I,
Dak
I think he can get anybody to the playoffs. I think he's a great game manager. He is. I think the perfect example of what we seen last night with Sam Darnold is what Dak Prescott is. That
nah,
for real. Like
nah,
I think
nah.
Sam Darnold
I
played.
think with that lineup, they don't lose to Detroit. With
I
that
think
lineup,
I think
with
they do
just
because they exposed them.
add,
They exposed Minnesota's offensive line last night. he couldn't get the ball off. He looked like Shador back there,
Let me tell you
running for his life.
that. Let me tell you something about. I'm gonna tell you something about the Florida State Seminoles. I know we had an awful year this year,
Yeah,
but the year prior, everybody that was anybody on our
yeah,
team was drafted, and two guys, including that guy Jared Verse who got that pick or that fumble last night and
yeah.
went all the way back and flipped into the end zone. That boy's not to be played with, bro. I mean, he's not to be played with, bro. Dog, that man, listen, that boy the truth, boy. That boy the truth. You remember Khalil Mack when he first came in?
Yeah,
That's who he is, bro. Jared Verse is the truth, bro. That was my favorite. That is one that, and that's hard to say because I got his jersey hanging in there right now. Derrick Brooks is one of my all-time favorite Florida State defenders.
yeah.
Derrick Verse is he ain't under him, he hanging on his legs like this here, and that's a Hall of Famer. He
Yeah,
and he's a Buccaneer for life. So Jared Verse is the truth, bro. If they ain't played, y'all, man. Let me tell you something. The Los Angeles Rams ain't just anybody, and
I
Sean
see that.
McVay is a real, not no. He's a real head coach,
Yeah,
and I don't even like Matt Stafford, but boy, I like Matt Stafford.
yeah.
They dangerous. They better watch out. And Puka
That's what I
Nacua,
said. They look good, man. I'm talking. They dominated. They didn't just play. They
they
dominated.
played, boy. And they started out 0-5. They counted them out. Puka got his whole leg tore off. I think they
Yeah,
took it and were running around the stands, and he came right back. And Puka acting like he ain't never missed a step. I like Puka. Puka Nacua.
that defense though, man. Defense win championships.
Better believe it. And they look scary. I know the Lions had a fantastic season. I know the Washington Commanders that had a fantastic season. I know the Philadelphia Eagles some bitch ass niggas, but they had a great season. But them Rams are scary, boy. You better get ready.
But when you pay attention to that Green Bay Philly game, Green Bay had a million chances to beat Philly.
Philadelphia
Philly didn't look good. Philly did not look good.
think they are. They
That
ain't who
dude threw for what? How many yards Hurts threw for in a playoff game? I think it was like 80 some yards, wasn't it?
I said. If Hurts wasn't with the Philadelphia Eagles, we wouldn't be talking about him. Trust me. Trust me.
Hurts.
You let you you let Tua.
Man, that dude threw for 100. He threw
You
for 131 yards in a playoff game.
you let Hawaiian Punch take your job, bro. Stop.
Yeah,
You had to lead it. You had to lead it. You had to lead a great Alabama University. You had to lead the University of Alabama and go to Oklahoma. Not that Oklahoma's some slackers, because they had a bad year this year, off year this year. But at the same time, man, you had to go way over there to get some shine, bro. And he took your job, bro. And they gave you some love, man. They put you got some love, bro. But you ain't who they think you is, bro. I'm telling you, I've been saying that. Boy, I'm
yeah,
telling you, one for Jason Kelsey, boy. I'm telling you, boy, because that was the captain.
yeah.
That kept things in check. You
I
see,
tell people that center important, man.
he really is, bro.
The center, the next quarterback. He the number two
Really is.
quarterback.
He really is, man. But I tell him, like, even when it came to what's his name, Kaepernick. When Kaepernick was in San Fran, I'm gonna tell you who kept him in check, bro. I'm gonna tell you who kept him on point. Frank Gore kept
Oh,
him. You got certain players, man, that been in the league so long, them veterans, man, them seasoned veterans. I'm talking about like Adobo, Sazon, Accent, Complete Seasoning. Them seasoned vets, they keep these young players on point, man. When they get out from around them seasoned vets, they
yeah,
fall off, bro. They fall off. And Hurts ain't it, bro. And we about to see. We about to see.
yeah.
We
Because he looked it bad. I was like, this is horrible, bro. And Jordan Love just wasn't ready for the occasion, man.
Jordan Love is tissue paper. It's like it's right here, bro. The Detroit Lions. I'm rooting for him. Shout out to my homeboy Brent. You know what I'm saying? He's a true Lions fan. Thumbs down to my boy Norm because he left the Lions and went to the Cowboys. Trash bag, he bag you. You know what I'm saying? Um, and his homeboy, he loved him some Kirk Cousins. He loved him some Kirk Cousins because he a Michigan State guy himself. He a Michigan State alum. You saw what Kurt was at the end of the season on the side. Finna be replaced, a highly paid replacement out of there. Uh,
So, last but not least, we got to talk about the Bucks and Washington.
okay,
If anybody watched last show, I predicted that the Commanders will beat the Broncos. But
absolutely.
as I mentioned on the recording on the show, it wasn't because of talent. I said this is all about a narrative.
That's
It's
true.
all
You did say that.
all I heard at the beginning of that game. Everybody kept talking about Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield. I said that's too much attention on one player. Baker ain't talked about himself all year.
Yeah, talked about Mike.
Yep,
Yeah,
all year he was a team player, and then all of a sudden, all you see is the media. Oh, Baker, it is Baker. I said, that's game. That's game. They set you up. Media sets you up for your downfall.
mm-hmm.
Same thing they did with Donald. Same thing they set you up. They'll put you on a pedestal, and then they're gonna
Knock
chop
you down.
you down.
You
But
right.
I
You
ain't
right.
gonna lie. I told Plug when we talked. I said Baker and Evans. They played a heck of a game. I don't
Hell, hell of
heck
a game.
of a game.
Bro.
But this is when I
It's
think y'all needed y'all other running back.
Rashad.
Irvin wasn't. Irvin ain't the person for that type of game. They got a good front seven in Washington. You needed y'all other back, man.
Rashad White. I
Yeah,
think
y'all needed that combination of speed and
my
power.
words, bro. Sean Tucker, number 44 on our team. Sean Tucker, he the kickoff return guy.
Yeah,
He is going to leave, and we are notorious for that. We had Akeem Talib, we had Michael Bennett, we had many of guys that didn't shine in Tampa, and they were supposed to. They wasn't used properly due to coaching and due to personnel and due to favoritism.
yeah,
And going to leave. He's going to go somewhere else, and he is going to be a freaking star. I'm
yeah,
telling you, will hear Sean. Mark my words. You will hear Sean Tucker's name. He will be in somebody's lineup. He gonna be behind somebody, and he gonna take their starting position. And I'm telling you, he gonna be that guy. I promise you, bro. I mean that from the bottom of my heart, man. I was in New Orleans like this the whole time. They kept saying, "Why this man keep putting up this 4-4? Why this man keep?" I say, "Man, play 4-4."
yeah.
Shot got hurt. White got hurt, and they put Sean in the game. That boy ran for over 200 yards, bro. He's a beast. And I don't
Yeah.
know what's wrong with Liam Cohen. I don't know what's wrong with Liam Cohen. You have to use these players. You got to use them. You can't just bring them in on third down and expect for them to boom, boom, boom. No, you got to use these players. They already had, as soon as that game was over, they already had something. Buck and Tuck, Buck and Tuck, Buck and Tuck.
You
No,
know what you're seeing too, though, in the playoffs. I'll tell people this: you're seeing it in college and NFL. You're really just seeing coaches outcoach the other coach. That's
yeah,
all you're seeing.
yeah. Well, you
That's
have,
all you've seen. You've seen a great Dan Quinn defensive scheme.
yes, sir.
That's all you seen. Like it was just the next coach out coaching the next. It ain't got nothing to do with the players
Yes,
because the
sir.
players made the plays when they needed to make the plays for
Yes,
both teams. But it's to me, it's this is where you see the coaching.
yeah. And we,
So
bro, not I'm taking nothing away from Washington, bro. But we was not at full strength. We was depleted, man. Look, whenever you see Merriweather on the field, you see Hayes on the field, you see Mike Williams on the field, bro. That is below the third string. That is
yeah,
practice squad, bro. Like we were depleted. John Whitehead, Brees Hall, not Brees, is Brees Hall the running back. Bryce Hall. Um, Antoine Whitfield just came back off of he
yeah,
just came back off an injury. Um, our front only starter we had in the linebacker position was Levante David. Jamel Dean. He get this. He's notorious for this. We can come up. I know somebody on the tube got a compilation of Jamel Dean. Every time he get beat, he play like he hurt. He had like the only reason he got beat because he got hurt. Please get rid of this gentleman. Jamel Dean, thank you for your services. They're no longer needed, bro. You've been here. You've a Buccaneer. You know what I'm saying? I would never buy your jersey, bro. You are the epitome of what a cornerback should not be. You got speed, you got great length, but dog, you ain't got no tickle, bro. You ain't got no heart in you, bro. Boy. When you listen, Jamel, I hope you watching this, because I'm only saying this to make you better. I'm only saying this to make you better. I want to be at the forefront of your. I can't stand that nigga. That's how I want you to feel. Every time you get on the field, I want you to see my face. I want you to say, bruh, I think you are a soft ass nigga. I am sick of you. I want you gone. I think you, the way you are, and they look at you like you the best corner on our team. I feel as if you are the reason why my secondary is so soft. You are the reason. Wherever you land next, because I know you'll probably get a job. Every time a cornerback leaves us and they played under that Todd Bowles defense, they get another job. Carlton
Yeah.
Day, what's his name? Justin. He plays for Denver. Justin.
For
Uh,
Denver?
who?
You said for Denver?
Yeah, he plays for Denver. Justin. Oh man, he's a safety. Um, he was good too. He was good too. We just I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened why we got rid of him. But bro, you are super soft, bro. You Charmin. Every time you get beat, bro. Every time somebody get you on a route, bro, you play like you hurt. You always hurt, bro. Bro, you are never available when we really need you, bro. I don't like you. I'm just letting you know right now. Uncle Plug don't like you, bro. And you need to do better. And I hope your brother don't bring his ass out of Florida and do the same thing you did. He don't need to follow your example. He need to be better. Like James Cook, better than his brother. You need to be his brother. Your brother need to be better than you.
Was
I don't.
it was it Brandon Jones?
No, sir.
What was his name? Your safety.
His name was Justin. I'm talking about the corner. I mean the safety.
Yeah.
His name was Justin. Justin, number 21, bro. Number 21. His name is Justin. I can't remember his last name. When they leave us, they go off and be stars, bro. Go off and be stars. His rookie year, he picked off Tom Brady at Raymond James right after the half.
He must not be there no more.
No, no, talking about in Denver.
Yeah.
Uh, try Houston. He might be in Houston. I'm sorry.
Let's see. Um, let's see here. Houston. Let's see. Here, there.
I think his last name started with an H.
Let's see. They make this stuff hard now. I just need to say, I just need your roster, big dog. Let's all right, see
Say,
here.
eat up, Google. Give it up, Google.
I don't see no Justin on the Texans either.
Damn, I can't remember this
He
boy.
might not be in the league no more.
No, he's still in the league, bro.
He's still in the league.
Still in the league. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. Somebody in the comments. Put in the comments if you know who we talking. You know who we talking about. We drafted him. We drafted him. Tampa Bay drafted him. Um, his name is Justin. Yeah.
Yeah, but y'all always picking on what you call it, man.
What's that?
Oh, Lattimore.
Yeah, man.
Eh,
They had some epic battles, bro.
Yeah, like Lattimore. I was like, ugh.
I like him, bro. Out of Ohio State, bro.
Yeah,
He a dog though. He a dog, bro. But Mike do that to anybody, bro. Ain't too many people that can hold Mike, man. Mike got two more great. I think he got one more great and one more good season in him.
y'all did a great job preserving him
Love him.
because he could have played every snap in that game the other night. Like he was that fresh. Like when
Yeah,
I see him come back after that pass interference and
yeah,
bait him on that out and into that slant,
yeah.
I said, "Eh."
He's, bro.
I said, golly, and he was catching everything,
Everything, bro.
everything.
Everything. And he was hurt. And he was hurt.
I love seeing it. I love seeing veterans who trying to show the young cat this is how you win the game.
This how you do things. Yes,
That's how
sir.
you do things. And
Yes, sir.
then Baker, you seen Baker? Baker broke for what? About 30? Like
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
Jesus.
I took him on my ticket. I took him on my ticket. I smacked on my ticket. I took him on my ticket. I say, man, I want to make a 4 pick. I had a good 3 pick in, and I said I got to make it a 4. And I said Baker Mayfield rushing yard. It was 19.5. I say shit. Baker gonna get them 19. I think he had like 40, bro. I think he had like 40. I think he put up like 40.
He did his thing, man. He played good. I gotta give him that. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
hate on him.
I'm gonna tell you, bro. I love my boss. Great job to the Washington Commanders. That lame ass name, but great job to the Washington Commanders, y'all. I would prefer, because I only know I actually had a client tonight. My last client tonight is a Washington Commanders fan. He's from the DC area. My boy back at the crib, Curtis Sets. He is the only other Washington Commander fan that I know. I texted him that night and said, "Good game, bro." He said, "I appreciate that, bro." Because I know he ain't gonna talk no shit. You know,
Yeah.
like I don't take shit from fake ass fans, bro. I don't take shit from what they call fair weather fair
Oh
weather.
yeah.
I don't take shit from them. But and I hate man. I'm telling you, I don't give a fuck about a Philip. Hold on. Let me. I'm gonna watch my mouth. I don't care nothing about a Philly fan, but I would prefer that we lost to the Commanders than have a depleted secondary and and then you know what I'm saying, going to Philly and get beat by Philly. I,
Yeah.
that would have hurt me more. So this was nothing, because only thing I told y'all, only thing I wanted was the South.
Yeah.
All I wanted was the NFC South. You know what I'm saying, for the fourth year in a row. You know what I'm saying? Five uh, 5 times in the playoffs. Man, I'm good, bro. Can't too many people around me say that.
Yeah. That's true.
Cheers to my boy. Cheers.
So what is your what is your predictions for this coming week? What is so we got
Let's tell the people
Washington at Detroit. What you thinking?
Detroit. Jamil, if Bucky can be like 55% against Washington Commanders, and then David Montgomery gonna be back, they ain't gonna be too much they can do with that. You know what I'm saying? Like we could have beat them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't making no excuses. We could have beat them. That fumble was detrimental. You know what I mean? Detroit ain't gonna make the same mistakes. Detroit is gonna play them and play them hard. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely taking Detroit in that.
I'm gonna take Washington.
Okay.
And it has nothing to do with sport. I'm all about the narrative. I think the narrative is gonna continue, and I don't know if we're gonna see the same Detroit. Bye weeks ain't always good. This kind of like the college playoffs, right? Every team that had a bye lost first game. Like, so I'm gonna go Washington, and I think, and then the only reason I got hope for Washington because old boy out, he's still hurt. That
Who?
defensive end for Detroit,
Oh, Hutchinson?
yeah, like the way y'all was able to get back there, I don't see Detroit getting back there like that. I don't see. They got a good linebacker core because they got old boy back, the white linebacker, Alzoni, however you say his name, Alazon.
Yeah, Alzone.
Yeah, he's solid.
I was on.
I think you're going to see a nice dose of scary McLaren, man. That boy looked good, man.
I'm gonna go with a hard pass on that.
All right.
I'm gonna say Detroit whack them boys.
He got Detroit. I got Washington. What about Los Angeles and Philly?
I can't say Philly. And what AJ Brown pulled on the sideline, what he pulled on the sideline,
Reading books.
yeah, I don't like cancels, bro. You got to cancel on your team, you can't win. So I'm gonna go ahead. You know, even though it'll be you say narrative. What a narrative would be Matt Stafford old team against his new team.
Yeah. 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 The Lions against, yeah.
Yeah, because both coaches have that attitude. You
That's
know,
right. And both quarterbacks going back. Golf came from
okay,
LA.
Rams, baby. That'll be the narrative, bro. And
Okay.
no, as much as Philly's been winning, nobody wants to see Philly.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see Philly.
I'm gonna take Philly though.
The highlight of the year was that backwards hurdle from
Yeah.
and his outstanding performance. Like Saquon, I want to get. I know you are a Philly affiliate, and I don't like. I don't. I'm gonna tell you, I don't even like the East like that. I don't even like the NFC East. Period.
Yeah.
Like that. But I'm gonna go ahead and say Saquon, great job this season. You got your playoff win. You know, got to the second round. Well, at least your quarterback is not Daniel Jones, and you're not the only one that's on the team. But I will tell you this: I'm sorry with that cancer y'all got on your sideline, because it seemed like we had Antonio Brown, and now y'all got AJ Brown. Them cancels,
Yeah.
bro. I don't like cancels on the team, so I'm definitely go with the Rams on that one, bro. Hard.
Mhm. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Philly just because of Saquon Barkley. I think that just gives another element that see Los Angeles really didn't have to plan for a running. What you call it wasn't healthy. We know he came in hurt.
Oh,
The running back from Minnesota, he came in hurt.
talking about Aaron Jones.
Yeah, he was hurt. He had some little bio type plate on his knee and all that. He was hurt. So I think if Saquon can get out there, they can make him a vocal point. I think you will see AJ Brown get the ball a lot against Los Angeles Rams.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with Philly. Then it's gonna keep the TV narrative going for those African American quarterbacks. So you'll see Washington, Philly. Uh, we go to this other
Where it
side.
is. It's where it ends. There can only be one. There can only be one, bro. And
I agree.
it's
I agree.
Bartholomew Holmes.
He's so good. Hey, it's crazy because I mean, you still got 5 chances at this thing. You got Washington, Philly, Texans, Kansas City, and Baltimore. You got 5 chances at that thing.
Well,
So
you gonna witness that beat down in person.
yeah, so I'll be in
It's cold.
oh
Them
Kansas City,
boys playing the
Missouri.
dome, boy. Them boys playing the dome, boy. It get cold up there.
Yeah, I already had to get my cold weather
Oh,
gear ready. Had to get my cold weather gear ready. Got
yeah.
my boots.
They needed some Gore-Tex, bro.
That's what I did. I got some gore. That's what I got. I picked them up today. It's insulated. They good for up to -30. We good.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna be
Hey,
stomping in everything. I went and got a bill for the. You
I,
know what I
I,
mean? I'm
brother, I
straight.
was on with you, brother.
I know.
Yeah, man. But hey, what about next week? What's up?
Oh, you know, I got you. Hey, all right. I'll be able to call you right out if we win. I'll be able to call you right afterward.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, like, I'm ready to
Yes,
go.
sir.
That's
Yes.
the game I really want to see, because whoever the winner out of Buffalo and Baltimore, I would love to see
That
that.
will be epic. That will be epic.
And who now let's get to the AFC, bro. Who you take?
I, I'm taking Kansas. I gotta take Kansas City first round against the Texans. I think it's gonna be the same identical score though.
What you
I
saying?
think I think it's gonna be 18-27 Kansas City. Same score we had during the season.
But what about the bye though? You said teams coming off the bye don't win.
This Patrick Mahomes though, you can't bet against Pat. You can't bet against Mahomes, and they need the rest. They older. They're older. Pat get his rest. Kelsey get his rest. You know he can't run more than 10 yards now. He about to retire after this year for sure.
Hey, hey, oh no, he because he was.
Swift might be at the game.
Say it again.
Swift might be at the
Oh,
game.
of course he gonna be at the game.
You know what I mean? I might get to see her. I might get to say, hey. You know what I mean? So let's see.
Yeah,
I'm taking Kansas City. Who you taking? Texans?
no. We agree on that, bro.
We
Oh,
agree. We agree on that. That's an easy one, huh?
hey, too easy. Too easy. That's about as easy as the Detroit game. for me, yeah. Jameer Gibbs proof. I can't, man. Shit, that boy, he gonna have at least 115, maybe 125 yards.
And this next game, people ain't gonna like my narrative. I know they're gonna be pissed off.
Talk about it.
Lamar going home.
You think so?
I told you when I first met you in the barbershop.
Yes, sir.
Lamar going home. They're not gonna be able to run the ball like that against Buffalo.
I don't think so.
And where are they playing in Buffalo?
Yeah, they're in Buffalo.
Derrick Henry will fumble. It's cold. What Lamar said? People don't want to hit in the cold. Mm-hmm.
They do.
They do.
Now this is a toss up for me.
I'm going Buffalo, man.
I'm this a toss up for me. Like Josh is playing out of his mind. Josh is really playing some good football. And Shakir is playing some good football. James Cook is playing some good football. Knox and Kincaid is playing some good football. Like their team is on click. Like they got that cancer out of there, and
Yeah.
they got Diggs out of there, and they are clicking. And I didn't think that they was going to play like that this year. But the Florida boy and me is gonna lean to Mr. Boykin Beach. Mr. Boynton Beach, Lamar Jackson, Lamar Aloysius, and Derek. I don't give a damn who in front of me, Henry. And I don't know if Zay gonna be healthy for the game, but Justin Bateman has been a silent assassin, and Isaiah Likely has been a very good safety net. Justice Hill has been a very good safety net. Um, that defense led by Roquan Smith is on click. And that young man, I think he's number 14,
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Hamilton. I think his name is Hamilton.
14
Yeah.
for
His
the
name
Ravens.
Kyle. I think his name is Hamilton. And I like Humphreys. I just they had put it up. They put 2000, 2012.
You talking about Kyle Hamilton? Yeah.
Kyle Hamilton. Yes. And they put that thing up. It was like 2000, 2012, and 2024.
Yeah.
And I like Baltimore. And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna be real. If Baltimore beats Buffalo, Baltimore beats Kansas City. Baltimore, Detroit, Super Bowl.
Okay. Okay. Baltimore, Detroit, Super Bowl. Well, if that happens, we know the league wants Lamar Jackson to win the Super Bowl. Let's see. I still got to go with Buffalo, man.
You
I
bro.
think I think teams beat great individuals. And that's what you're going to see. Buffalo has a team now. They have their quarterback, but everybody else know they roll. That's all you got. Baltimore is still known by their stars. They're not known by their team because their receivers don't always show up. Likely don't always show up. Like, only person that shows up is Lamar and Henry. And I don't know, man. I got a feeling about.
You don't like Isaiah Likely, Mark Andrews?
It's not that I don't like him. Lamar, man, he has not proved that he can throw the football. I don't count those blowout wins when he have a good yard. Like, people count his yards when it be teams they're gonna beat regardless if he threw the ball or not.
Mm.
Like, this game right here, it's gonna come down to coaching, bro.
What time they play?
They play.
They play Sunday, don't they?
Yeah, I want to say they probably the earlier game, depending on. No, if they play Sunday. Let's see here.
They play Sunday. If
Yeah,
y'all, if Kansas City plays
at
Saturday,
5:30.
they're gonna play Sunday at 5:30.
Sunday at 5:30 at
Ooh,
Buffalo.
that's a good time too. Ain't no snow, bro. It's just cold. Ain't no snow.
They got Ravens winning right now at 51% probability.
I believe it, bro. I believe it.
All right. You heard it here, man. Plug got the Ravens, Kansas City, Detroit, and LA.
Yes, sir. I've been
All
these predictions. You know, I'm gonna go with my team every time, though. You know, I'm gonna go with my Bucks every time. I like my Bucks over to everybody. See that in the back, y'all. See that in the back, y'all. I love my Bucks, y'all. Big Buck shit, baby.
But I'm telling you, but yeah, it's been a good playoffs. It's been a good playoff so far.
It has. It
It's been
has.
a good playoff. This is probably
Our
some of the
game,
best postseason we've seen.
our game was the best game, though.
It
Our,
was. It
our game
was.
like game, bro.
It
We
was.
television. It's been a long time coming, y'all. The Bucks are must see television. Y'all better tune in. Next season, we're gonna work on that. We're gonna work on that secondary. We're gonna be back on y'all ass. Mark my words. We're going deep in the playoffs.
Y'all got to work on that O line too.
I like my old line. Them boys young, man. My son is he's a rookie, bro. What you talking about?
Mhm.
Graham Barton is from Notre Dame, bro. Who get ready to play the Monday night.
The
Idiot.
I'm telling you, any coach that doesn't treat the NFL like the college portal, they not looking to win Super Bowls. Everything's about instant now.
I ain't.
Nobody's trying to groom nothing no more, man.
We have a topic right now, and I and
Was
I
it?
and I want to talk about. I want to talk about this fucking influx of coaches going here, going there, going here, going there, going here, going there, going here. Bruh, man, keep a team together. Can we keep a squad of staff together, please? Can we keep colleagues together, please?
There's no loyalty in the game, man. There's no loyalty.
Bruh, I don't, man, look, I'm not going nowhere, bro. We got something here. We got something here, man. If your team had a winning season, you should be still. If you have something that you feel that you can build on, be still. If you feel as if, like, let's just say in opposition, Liam Cohen got offered the Jacksonville Jaguars job.
Yeah,
Last year, it was Dave Canales. He got offered the Carolina Panthers job. Bro, I do not want to go to a failing organization. When I have not been a head coach and I have not, bro, I'm not doing that. I'm not going into a division where every team is weak except for one. Now you gotta fight against the Houston Texans, who now have playoff experience, and you have zero playoff experience. No, man, I'm not doing that, bro. To keep these teams together, bro. Like, why are they always bidding for this court? You ain't doing it but shuffling coaches. Like, what the? Let me ask you a question. You're a Dallas Cowboy fan, right?
yeah.
You're a Dallas Cowboy fan.
Unfortunately,
Mike McCarthy has won one Super Bowl, and of course he's brought you guys, you know, some winning winning seasons. You think that's justifiable for him to go over with a Caleb Williams and try to revamp a Chicago Bears organization? The fuck out of here, bro. Let's be
I
real.
think I think it's realistic if you're not looking at just what he did with the Cowboys. When you look at they're looking at people still grade McCarthy on his Green Bay Packer days and that Super Bowl and what he did with Aaron Rodgers. People aren't really it nobody I'm gonna tell you this. I'm a Cowboys fan. I understand all my boys out there,
They
but
dominated in
but
one
if
of the
you but
divisions.
if you're realistic, you would never judge a coach off of their Cowboy seasons. Last good thing in Cowboy season was Jimmy Johnson.
We can't judge him off of his Green Bay, bro. Let's say hands down. Let's say for the last, let's take 5 years off. Post Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, and Peyton Manning were the three top quarterbacks in the league. Everybody say that's a bad man in a very weak division. That division weak, man. That NFC North been so weak for so long, bro. They ain't been, man. Minnesota ain't won games since Cold Pepper, bro.
I tell people you only can play who you put in front of them. I
Man,
understand there's weaker
bro.
divisions.
Bears been
It's just
bad.
like the
They
NBA. The
top
East is
8.
normally weak, but you only can play who in front of you.
All right, all right. Oh, hold on. I said 85. I take that back. Those years where they had Lovey Smith, they made it to the Super Bowl and got beat by the Indianapolis Colts, my old coach, Tony Dungy. Other than that, bro, it's been spurts of good teams in the AFC, in the NFC North. Man, 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 Aaron Rodgers dominated in one of the weakest divisions in college. I mean, in football. Now you go to the AFC East, a
Yeah.
weak ass. You couldn't even. You didn't even win the AFC East. You weren't even second place in the AFC East, bro, with the Miami Dolphins and Tua concussion Tagaloa. How you say his name? Tagaloa.
What is it? Tour? I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know how to
We're
pronounce
gonna
it.
leave that alone. But I mean, who are you battling against over there, bro? Drake May, Jacoby Brissett. Come on, big dog. Now you got to battle with you want to go over there and battle against Josh?
But you know
Omen Cowboy Allen? Fuck
but
out.
that's the good old boy. That's the good old boys, man. Like this is nothing but a coaching carousel, and it's our fault. And nobody wants to. I tell everybody it's our fault, especially as black people. We need to get rid of the Rooney Rule. They're showing you who they want. Look at what the Patriots did. Patriots brought
Ah,
in Byron Leftwich.
to do what?
They brought in Byron Leftwich as a considerable coaching hire
Really?
just so they can meet the Rooney Rule.
Man, ain't nobody. Man, look, man, Byron Leftwich was a subpar offensive coordinator.
That's what I'm
How
saying, though.
did it be a
Like
head?
that's the issue with the whole coaching world. Like you're seeing so much change because everybody wants instant winners, but then they want to continue to hire the same good old boy crew. All you're going to see is a rotate. Are you old boy from Miami? If he gets fired, whenever he gets fired, he will get hired.
So Mike McDaniel,
Yeah,
they gonna fire him?
I said whenever he does get fired, because he will eventually, they will hire him somewhere else.
Never meaning no harm. These sons of bitches can't even coach out here.
And
No.
I'm gonna tell you this: whoever negotiated McVay's contract needs to be everybody's agent because look at the patience that Los Angeles had with him. They
When,
allowed him to build
when
what you see in Los Angeles. After that Super Bowl, they had a couple bad seasons, but they allowed him to build that team back up.
8, he got a playoff appearance. He got a Super Bowl appearance out the
Yeah,
gate.
yeah.
Out the gate.
but he came in with a great team out the gate.
Yeah.
He just had to switch quarterbacks. He came
So
in with a great quarterback. I
here's
mean, a great team.
so Jared Mayo and Antonio Pierce got fired.
Yep, first year.
1 year? The fuck?
But they knew that. That's their fault. That's their fault, plug.
What
You
it was
you
payday?
don't you don't take those jobs. You don't take those jobs as an African American coach, knowing that first of all, you were the interim coach when they fired a coach.
Miko did it. They expecting these black coaches to do what Miko did, but Miko had a fortunate situation when he drafted C.J. Stroud
But
back
again,
in
too,
the playoff appearance.
but you have to look at that. What is Houston though? You see what I mean?
Nichols.
Like it's a difference. He fits the plan. You see what I mean? Just like Atlanta. You know what I mean? You gotta fit the
Did Raheem get
landscape.
fired?
Who?
Did Raheem didn't get fired, did he?
No, of course he not. Nobody want to go to Atlanta. Nobody wants that job. And
Boy,
now you got to balance Cousins and old boy Penix. Nobody wants that job.
who's going to the Saints? Because the Saints gonna definitely they looking for a head coach. Bears are looking for a head coach. Jets are looking for a head coach.
I think you. I think you could see Ben Johnson in the Saints. Ben Johnson is going to want to go somewhere where he can have more control.
Because man, I'm gonna tell you this shit. Alvin Kamara is out the door. He ready to go. Uh,
Yeah.
they have. I mean, who knows if I don't know how severe Nasheed, whatever his name is, and everybody in New Orleans hate what his name Olave.
Oh yeah.
They can't stand him. I was there. I heard, but they were talking so bad about Buddy. They was man. He came out the tunnel. They were booing him. I say, "Ooh shit." They were booing him like for real. Like Nasheed Naheed, what his name is? Rashid Naheed.
Team.
He got cheered for. Alvin Kamara got cheered for definitely. Um, when Rattler came out, it was like, yay.
Yeah.
Man, bro, I was like, damn, it's sad.
But see, the Saints going to go for somebody who's similar to a Sean Payton. They got to get a coach there that's similar to Sean Payton.
You can't. Well, you better draft. You better draft heavy.
Yeah.
And draft a quarterback. I'll pick up somebody that can get me some wins. You know what I'm saying? Like I would get me one of these old veterans. You know what I'm saying? That's been in the league for a little while. I'm gonna tell you something. Um, Zach Wilson might surprise somebody.
Oh boy, from the Jets.
Yep, Zappy, like all these guys that been in these little young players that they had drafted high and got rid of them in like the second or third or fourth season. You know, didn't really get their payday. I think those are gonna be the guys that's next up to ball out in the NFL because um, I think that because they're recycling this playbook. It's like the Sean McVay playbook, the Andy Reid playbook. These the who else got a great playbook? Um, Doug Peterson tried to do it and it didn't work, and because Trevor Lawrence is not that guy,
Yeah.
and who else got? They got Shanahan, that Shanahan playbook, and everybody's just recycling it
Chip Kelly too.
and putting their own verbiage on it.
Hmm.
So they spend their time they spend their time trying to revamp something that's already being used. But it takes tremendous talent to execute these playbooks. Like it takes tremendous talent, man. The talent is not there in the league. What you see in the league, the tremendous talent is actually there in the playoffs this year. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? With an exception of certain like one or two quarterbacks, one or two running backs, one or two wide receivers. You know what I'm saying? Like they just recycling these boys. They recycling these coaches. They're recycling these playbooks. You know, man, and it's no exceptional talent. Like I'm being honest. Like this is a very running back, defensive line and offensive line stacked,
Yeah.
stacked. Like it's gonna be a lot of defensive guys coming out. BYU and Notre Dame and Penn State. Like it's gonna be a very defensive, and these the guys that don't really get paid like that, bro.
But if you think about it, it's part of the course, right? Like they say, history repeats itself, right?
Yes, sir.
So if you think about it, we're going back to I mean, look at Detroit. Like, I mean, we're going back to the times where you're gonna start seeing those Detroit, Minnesotas. Um, if we can ever get somebody at the helm, maybe the Cowboys will get there one day. Tampa Bay, like I mean, you got to think about it. You're starting to see the resurgence of these teams who played that type of ball back in the day. You
Right.
got to think about it. It was not a pass heavy league. You know what I
No.
mean? So you gotta look at it that way. So I think you're going to see more and more of that. And these defensive ends that are coming out of college, man, they something else.
Yeah, bro.
You talking about 4.5, 4.6, 40s coming out of like.
Yeah.
I mean, you see what Jay Daniels try to run to the sideline against y'all.
Levante ran him down. Come here, boy.
Couldn't make it. He couldn't beat a line. He couldn't beat no lineman or linebacker. I mean, you can't coach that, man. So like, you got old boy coming out of Penn State. He gonna be another Michael Parsons. Was that that? Was that Bucks ring?
That's that Super Bowl ring. That was, it got 319 diamonds in it. You feel me? We beat them boys 31-9. 319 diamonds in it. You feel me? Look at that. Look at that. Look at them bezels, baby. Look at them. Look at that. Look at, and then the top pop off. Boop. And you can see Raymond James Stadium on the inside. Yes, sir.
No, that's what it's coming back to, man. It's coming back to. I mean, you look at people like Scatterboo. You're starting to see more.
Ooh, you know that's
Starting
my
to see more. That's Mike Allstalts and Jacob Hester's, and like you starting to see it. Old school football, smash mouth football.
yes, sir.
You ain't gonna be able to air it up too much. These cornerbacks coming out what 6'1", 6'2" now. They
Mm-hmm.
get thrown in that corner.
Yeah. It's going down, bro. It's gonna be survival of the fittest. These next 2 3 years, survival of the fittest, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be something else.
So what do you think about the talks of Deion? Good old Deion. What do you think about the talks of old Deion here?
I'm gonna tell you what I told the gentleman today, who are Dallas Cowboy fans. I was like, the the things that Mr. Sanders, Coach Prime, um, Lee County, Fort Myers, Florida, Lee County, um, the things that he does at Colorado. Not to say that he can't do the same, because he's electrifying. He's a very polarizing person. A very he's like he can sell whatever. He's selling KFC chicken and people eating KFC chicken again. You know what I'm saying?
Boost Mobile.
You know what I'm talking about? Like people going to get booed when they leaving their plans to go get a prepaid phone. That's crazy. Like like it's amazing what he can do, but he's not going to have the freedom, the fun, and the love that he is at Colorado. He wins 10 games at Colorado. He's a king. He misses the playoff by one game. He's arch enemy number one. So it makes no sense for him to go to a Dallas Cowboys franchise, and it makes no sense. Even though he'll probably be the coach that won't have to. Not saying that he won't have to bow down to a Jerry Jones, but it makes no sense. Absolutely makes no sense because Deion is a motivator. He's a disciplinary, but he's not a quote unquote head coach. He's a motivator. He's not he's not a Tom Coughlin, that granddaddy,
Yeah.
you know, and that not that these black players won't respond to a black coach, but just thinking of the slave mindset. When you have a team in such disarray and so disrespectful and so out of whack as the Cowboys, when you can have like no who checked Trey Diggs when he called Dak Prescott a BAN? Who does that? No, we out here at practice. We at training camp. Who calls they who calls the quarterback, the leader, the biggest paycheck, the guy that's supposed to have the most confidence on the field to lead the team, a bitch ass nigga? Bro, I'm gonna tell you this here, and this ain't no white or black thing. This is a respect thing.
Yeah.
We have a culture in Tampa, blue collar, hard working, get down and gritty. We always had that type of defense. Nobody in a right mind would speak. They even at the time where J Boo was there, nobody talked to J Boo any kind of way.
Yeah.
Nobody talked to James Winston. I promise you that. After he left, they talked they shit.
Yeah.
Devin, one of them, son of a bitch. He talked about him like that. Nobody would have talked to Tom Brady like that. Nobody would have called him a bitch ass cracker. Nobody.
Yeah.
And I know for sure ain't nobody talking to Baker like that. I know for sure. Baker look like he'll say, okay, next play, you ain't paying attention. Smack. You ever talk to me like that again, bro?
Yeah. See, see,
Who
I
talked to their court? Dog, when I seen that clip, I say, I don't like y'all at all.
but
You
see, I see it differently though. Because first of all, I think Dion does a very good job. Dion ain't trying to be a coach. I don't think people notice this. Even in Colorado, Dion's the head coach. He's the face. He's the marketing director. He brings the money. He puts people in seats. But Dion has no problem humbling himself and putting all the right people in the right positions. And that's one thing that I think I don't care if he goes to the Cowboys or not, but I would love to see Dion in the pros because I think Dion is going to be the person who unlocks it for African Americans. Like the opportunity that he's giving Warren Sapp right now at Colorado, nobody was looking for Warren Sapp to be no coach. And he demanded Warren Sapp to get his college degree. Warren Sapp had to graduate college to be on his coaching staff because you know why? Dion knows that if you want any future in football, you got to have that paper behind you, especially being African American. Then he just got your boy. Are you a Miami fan?
not at all.
Okay. Well, he just got that strength and conditioning coach from the old school dude, Andrew. I think it's like Saswai or Swase or something like that. But he
Uh-huh.
was very, very popular in the Miami U when they were winning. He was their strength and conditioning coach. He
Mm-hmm.
was strength and conditioning trainer for Alvin Kamara. He was also the over the strength and conditioning at Florida. I think it was Florida International University, FIU. But
FIU.
like he's giving people opportunity. Look, oh, nobody was gonna never give Pat Shermer another opportunity. Pat Shermer was trash in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
He might get another look now just because what he's doing in college. That's why I think Deion could be great for the pros because I think what he builds, and I think wherever he goes, and I think even with Jerry, he would tell him, "You got to let me tear this ship down. He got to tear the ship down." Like everything you just said makes a lot of sense, but Deion would have to tear the whole Cowboys franchise
Yeah,
upside
it's
down.
hard. It's harder to do that when these players are contractually obligated
And
to.
that's fine. But I think they can work around it because I don't think you got no grown man telling these players either, hey
and
bro, we'll let you go.
And realistically, with the collective bargaining agreement, you can't do that. And the cap, you can't do that. Now it's easier to go and say you're a college player. You ain't gonna play here. You ain't a dog. You gotta go. Get rid of them guys and cut them guys and get them off the field. But it ain't gonna be the same in the pros. He's not gonna have that freedom to do just because contracts and lawyers and all that. You
Yeah.
know, do that. And then you, like you said, and I was about to make that point that you can't just get rid of folks like that. You know what
You
I'm saying?
can. You know how he gonna
I
get rid of them? He gonna
would,
sit him on the bench.
he would make players want to come play for him,
Yeah.
but contractually they probably can't afford the flood of people that would like if it was a transfer portal in the NFL. It wouldn't be it wouldn't be this. It can't happen business wise, and I don't feel that Dallas is a lost cause, bro. I'm sorry to tell you, bro. After this season, it's a lost cause,
How we
bro.
a lost cause when we beat you?
You can it's whatever, bro. You beat a depleted Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
It's
You
the
did.
same depleted team that made it to the
You did.
playoff.
Did, bro.
We
Made it to
we
the
beat a lot of we won a
play.
lot of games after Dakota set his butt down.
We made it to the playoffs, but you guys are lost cause, bro.
You don't like let's be realistic. Let's be
So
realistic.
y'all gonna start Cooper Rush next year?
No, let's be realistic though. Let's talk back.
Cooper
Let's
Rush.
go backwards.
Okay.
Let's go backward. We don't pay Dak Prescott. He sits out and Cooper Rush starts. I guarantee you we would have made a wild card. And you can say whatever if you watch football, you could have seen that. Cooper did what he did with a depleted Cowboys team. We only started getting our defensive starters back once we got to about y'all game. Cooper could have did the same thing and been a wild card quarterback this year. You
Uh,
don't think so? With a healthy Cowboys.
yeah, I'll give you that.
So that's what I look at. Like I look at it like we're not a lost cause. We need somebody who's willing to make hard decisions.
So let me ask you this question, since you
And
made
go ahead.
if you're on the outside looking in just like myself,
Mhm.
and you're a fan just like myself. If Mike McCarthy thought the same thing, then why would he leave?
Because he has no control. That those quarterback calls have nothing to do with this. I guarantee somebody needs to expose Jerry Jones. That's the issue. He need a Netflix series or a Hulu series.
Do you really think
What you say?
Jerry is sitting in that booth, talking to people, sitting up there doing this, that, and the third, and telling this man what to call
Yes, he did it to Jimmy. He made Jimmy Johnson leave, dog, after back-to-back Super Bowls.
for 30 years ago? Y'all,
Dog, you can't teach an
y'all,
old dog new tricks. Jerry been old since he started owning the team.
man, y'all. Cowboy fans, delusional and shit, bro.
It,
Y'all
it ain't about
stop,
that.
stop drinking
Power
the Kool-Aid, bro.
with
Stop drinking.
money comes power, dog. And
If
he will
if if
continue to keep
if,
the people in the
if
place.
what you said is true, if what you said is true, I don't even think Dak was hurt. I don't even think Dak was hurt, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. Let's just say Dak wasn't hurt for real. If Mike McCarthy thought like, man, if we do this again next year, let me do it one more. Let me get one more year out of this because we could at least make the wild card. He wouldn't have left, bro. He wouldn't have left.
Mike McCarthy had no choice but to leave.
All our coaches didn't voluntarily leave; they were fired.
He was fired because they held him. He wouldn't even let this guy talk to the Bears about a position. And I guarantee you, Mike McCarthy said, "Hey, bro, I'm ready to leave," and then he fired him. I'm telling you, you denying this
You,
man interview opportunities,
the
knowing
only
that our team been sitting on the
is,
sofa for the past 3 weeks.
is what I said, bro. It's not getting rid of Mike McCarthy.
You got to get rid of Jerry Jones.
No, it's about replacing Mike McCarthy. Jerry Jones knows that no one wants to come and coach for the Dallas Cowboys. Nobody. Let's see. All right, hold on. The Super Bowl is in February.
Mm-hmm.
The offseason begins in April. April. Right round before we get ready to go into the draft at the end of April. Let's see. How many coaches interview for your job? I bet you guys would have to bid or look for a head coach instead of someone coming in and voluntarily
Yeah,
interviewing.
we know that, plug. That's not a secret. That's why he didn't want Mike McCarthy to go interview. Because Mike McCarthy was the only thing he had holding on. And Mike McCarthy said, "Hey, bro, I'm
Hold
gone.
it on.
I'm done." They
My
finna go. They finna go
brother.
get. They finna go get Kellen Moore because he the only one who Jerry gonna be able to control and play like a puppet.
Kellen ain't gonna do that. He ain't gonna leave.
Plug. It's about the check, bro.
Man, Kelly
It's
is
about the payday.
Kellen.
Those coordinators ain't making what head coach is making.
And guess what? When you got all right, the difference between 5 million and 10 million, if you put happy in between that 5 and 10, you gonna take the happy, bro.
They don't care, man. Because you got to think about it. Let's say if I was a coaching candidate, right? And I know nobody don't want to go to Dallas. I might go ahead and take the gig, get my paper. I already know what I'm signing up for. Do my time. Hopefully, I can motivate the team to want to play for me and be better. If not, I'm gonna get paid regardless.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna get paid regardless. It don't matter how the world looks at my wins, my losses. Dog,
But then what if your situation is
Cliff Kingsbury is still getting paid today from the Arizona Cardinals.
yeah, yeah. But I'm going over there. All right, say he was abused in Arizona. Let's just say that. He was abused in Arizona.
Yeah.
Then you got a Dan Quinn who was abused in Dallas. That pain is gonna bring them together to make them happy. See how they was hugging on the field the week before and this week. They were hugging, they were happy. You know what I'm saying? That trauma, people trauma bond. When somebody is happy and he already left, you think that man got Stockholm syndrome to be like, do I really want to go over there and be a head coach?
He'll
Hell
be back
no.
because Kellen Moore had a great relationship with Dak Prescott.
So
And obviously, Dak Prescott got something to get that payday. Him and CD got something on Jerry to get that payday. They
man,
got huge
I'm
payday.
what they got. If
Which
they leave, they already know. Ain't nobody coming in here want to play for no damn Dallas Cowboys, man.
We'll see.
Why you think you still got the same backup for 3, 4 years? Don't nobody want to play for them boys.
I don't think I think that's too broad of a statement to make. I think people still look at the optics of it all. If Cowboys keep paying Dak, why would I want to come here? I gotta wait for Dak to get hurt, just like Cooper Cup had to. Not Cooper Cup, but Cooper Rush. Like everybody sees the optics. It's not that I don't want to go somewhere,
So
but
if
I see that regardless if I go there, I'm not going to get an opportunity to play unless that person get hurt. I'm not going to even have an opportunity to win the job doing spring, or I'm not going to win it doing preseason. Like you still have to be knowledgeable of what's going on in the organization, and you can see it. So I don't think it's that people not attractive to go there because, first of all, if you know anything about sports, you want to go to the bigger markets. Dallas is a huge market. It don't matter about how bad the team is. That AT&T Stadium is going to be filled every Sunday, every Monday, and every Thursday if they have a game. Like that's you seen it. Like that house is going to be full. So it doesn't matter. It's a great market. It's a great market for people to make money. I just feel a lot of people want to come there, but they see also what's going on behind the scenes, and they're not willing to lose
that,
their good years. They don't want to use good
that
years.
outweighs the money.
In that scenario, it does. Yeah,
That
it
outweighs.
does. It does.
Hey, we spoke earlier about how emotional these players are. Now, if they get drafted, they have no choice but to go. But no one's going to get on the free agent market and talk to they free agent. They if they had an option between this team, Dallas Cowboys, they'll probably take the other team less money. Yeah.
It depends who the player is.
If it's a last leg player, then yeah, he'll probably y'all take y'all take.
I think it's about it. Has that player received any type of payday? You know what I mean? Like, is that player like a Mike Evans, for example? He ain't leaving. Mike already got his money. He don't have to settle. You know what I mean? But you
So
take a receiver like Diggs, even though he got a payday, but people don't really want to deal with him, he'll come and get to play with his brother. He'll be there. You see what I mean? We'll have to get a bunch of knuckleheads. Bunch
who,
of knuckleheads.
who the hell want to play with that?
Now I know, I agree, but that's what we will have to get.
We
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 get those transfer portal players that ain't got good grades, and people just look at their talent. But
What analogy, bro?
hey, for real, you know what I mean? You
I
get them,
did.
and you wonder why they don't never lead the practice squad. You know what I
I
mean?
did. I
Look
did.
at Cook. Look. We went and got Dalvin Cook
I ain't see him touch the field but one time.
at all. You see what I mean? It's a reason. Yeah.
Zeke.
Hey, Zeke about to win a championship possibly with the Detroit.
Zeke went to Detroit.
Oh no. Zeke went to nope, never mind. He went to the Chargers. Never mind.
Zeke went to the Chargers.
Yeah. Harbaugh and them went and got him. You didn't see that?
J.K. Dobbins, great player. Ohio State, fucking injury prone.
Yeah. So
I don't think I've seen a player get hurt every year of his career besides J.K. Dobbins. I think he's played less than anybody drafted that high. He's played, dog. He stayed hurt when he was at Baltimore. I was like, boy, Baltimore gonna be fine, boy. I like J.K. Dobbins coming out of college. It was two running
you know
backs,
who up there with him though?
and it was Jonathan Taylor and J.K. Dobbins.
You know who up there with him?
Who?
Deshaun Watson.
Oh shit. That Rudy Poo bastard. Ever since the allegations, he stayed.
Like he done.
That called him Captain Turnover.
He done.
Yeah. Yeah, they call that nigga Johnny Gill. Right way.
Before we close this thing up, I want you to hear what I don't want to call him crackhead, what old Michael Irvin had to say.
Yeah, I did sleep after talking with Deion, and went to sleep, woke up this morning, and talked with him again. So I'm doing good.
We're going to hear all about it, right?
I'm doing very good.
Well, a huge Rams win last night. A great game for the Rams, and we'll discuss that shortly. But we've got to start with the latest news on the Cowboys coaching search. Our insider, Jordan Schultz, broke the news yesterday that Jerry Jones and Deion Sanders had a discussion about the Cowboys head coach opening, and there is mutual interest between the two sides. Michael Irvin has been all over the country recruiting Deion to the Cowboys, going all the way back to early November. Let's take a listen.
I've talked with him a million times about this, and every time I must admit he is consistent. Man, I'm called to the keys. I'm called to the keys. And I say to time, I said, listen, I'm called to help the kids. I said, if Jerry comes up with $100 million, you could take 50 million to the kids and keep your other 50 and come coach the Cowboys.
There is no better show to be watching than this one.
So what do you think about that? Because he pretty much said what we were just talking about.
Don't nobody campaign for Deion more than Michael Irvin campaigns for Deion. He's campaigning harder for Deion than Deion is. He should be his agent. But guess what? He gonna get fired because Deion ain't going nowhere.
He need to go see Uncle Plug for the haircut.
He didn't get the championship at Jackson State. And he got close this time to it. He got a bowl game at Colorado. He wanna be playing right now. You think he wanna be doing that bullshit show on Tubi? Before I turned that movie on, I was watching that bullshit show in there on Tubi, man.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this though. I do not think Coach leaving this year. But if he can do something with this team, because I don't know if you've seen his interviews, he said this is going to be the first year where he's actually excited about being a coach. He said, I don't have to be a father. I just got to coach a team. Like, I think if he can do something with this team, because they building something big in Colorado.
Yes.
Like, I think if he wins this year, and when I mean win, he needs to get double digit. We need 10 wins, period. If he wins 10 this year with Colorado, you might see him out the door.
I'm gonna tell you this though. To buy out Deion's contract at Colorado is $8 million. Off the top, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. Before he gets on the field for next season, Deion will be possibly one of the highest paid coaches. Because his agent was watching today and he's seen that Deion got to buy out his contract is $8 million. He made more than that in one game for Colorado.
Yep.
He made more than that in this fucking spring game. So what we're gonna do is when Deion becomes the highest paid college coach, Deion is going to say, how much is that guaranteed? And he going to talk to his doctors, and his doctor's going to say, Deion, you're doing great. And I know one thing about a man who's been rich for over 40 years. Well, at least 30 years. He's been rich for 30 years, bro.
Yeah. Since 1994.
So when you got a man who ain't in it for the money, because if that was the case, as soon as this season was over, he would have been, you know what I mean? He's drawing it when he's doing that Tubi show. He's drawing in a fan base to his football that's going to be greater. I think if he's not top 3 in viewing, and it's all about the views, because that's how you get the TV contracts and this and that. That's how you get on. Whenever you're on at Big Fox, because that's normally where Big 12 plays. When you're on Fox high noon and they're putting you up against Ohio State or the or you go in the SEC and you got Georgia playing at noon and you have Alabama. Do you notice that a lot of the big noon games, when Deion was playing, a lot of these other teams were playing at 3:30.
Yeah.
They was putting like the best games like State, Penn State, they playing at 3:30.
Yeah.
And if they're playing, if Colorado's playing at 3:30, they're playing Penn State and State at 12.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to compete with that.
You got to think about it. When I got tickets to the Texas Tech game, they didn't even announce the play time until 2 days before the game.
You did? Because they got to shuffle around other teams. So not only is you got viewership, the viewership is everything. Because the stadium is going to be sold out, regardless of wherever he goes, whether it's a TCU, Texas Tech, Colorado State, Oregon, it's going to be sold out. But how many people are actually viewing this sold out game? And I'm pretty sure that who do you think is the biggest, who has the biggest viewership in college football?
Right now, I would say probably Colorado. Second, I would say either Ohio State or Alabama.
Thank you. Alabama is possibly what probably was the number one viewed, because Alabama is actually the Dallas Cowboys of collegiate sports.
Yeah, America's college team.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
Without a doubt. So if Prime has got viewership over that, you know how much money he's stand to make. He's and he has freedom.
I'm looking at it right now. So this year, with Boost Mobile, Nike, Pizza Hut, American Express, and all his other deals, Deion made about $45 million just off of endorsements alone.
That's fucking nuts.
And then Colorado football experienced an increase in ticket revenue, reported $14 million surge. And then the Big 12 Conference in 2024, home games averaged 104.64% of stadium capacity, standing room only crowds at every engagement. They started letting more people in the stadium.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Like, that's one guy. Like, that's one guy.
That's God.
Yeah.
That's God.
His estimate economic impact for Boulder community was $113.2 million.
That is nuts.
In just 6 home games at Folsom.
That's crazy.
So that means he brought in about $20 million for the community each game.
That's crazy.
Like, that's what I feel like. He eventually he's gonna have to move up.
He's an oil field.
Yeah. He's the landman.
Yeah, landman for real, bro.
He's gonna have to move up. Like, I think NFL is he needs to go to NFL, not to even be successful. He needs to go to the NFL to bring in.
Tasting after 10 years, Nick Saban would have left. Once you have established that much clout in a community like that and build up the revenue in the community like that, you can put businesses in those communities that will flourish as well. So you don't really have to go and take that big check in the NFL with the stress and an overseer, because he doesn't have an overseer. He has an athletic director who's probably like, what you say you want to do?
Yeah, Rick George. Yeah.
What Deion said?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. He doesn't have to report to me. He does what he wants.
And look at this.
Price on happy, freedom, and elevated success. Like, I am in control of my success. Y'all go to the NFL, do what y'all need to do. I'm going to be here forever. I don't see him leaving, bro.
Oh, I see him leaving for sure.
Bro, I don't see it.
I'll give him one more year. I'll give him 1, 2 if he wants to see Jordan Seaton get drafted as a first round, possibly top 5 pick. I can see him leaving. Just because
Give him 2.
I think I give him 2 because I think it's going to be too hard for him as a father to not be active in his boy's life. I think this bigger than football. I think he's trying. I'm telling you, like you've been coaching Shador for sure since he 20 some years, dog. Like that's a long time,
bro.
I'm telling you. And you know, wherever his boy go, he gonna get messed over the first year. They gonna take number one person to mess over Shador's season. He gone,
bro. You just can't. It ain't gonna work like that, bro.
He's gonna humbly step. He's gonna step down and give it to Livingston. The defensive coordinator gonna get his first full-time college.
It don't work like that, bro.
This dude still ain't even near. Nick Saban in 2022, dog, signed an 8-year contract extension for $93.6 million. Deion still ain't even halfway where he at least trying to get that check. They talking about it, and he talking about they saying right now he renegotiating because I think Colorado only offered him $100 million. He's saying, "Hey, I brought y'all $113 million to the community. You got to at least give me what I brought to the community."
Bro, when I tell you,
he gonna be a LeBron, dog. They're gonna have to put him on a year-to-year contract, dog. They ain't gonna be able to pay it. They can't promise him that. Colorado can't promise him what the NFL can.
Yes, they can.
They can, but I don't think. You think that community, dog? They went through their first ever winning season in like 20-some years, dog.
Yeah.
And they might got one more winning season in them this year.
They didn't have the $5 million to pay him. In one spring game, you got $13 million. Give him my money.
It's gonna be rough, man.
Year is feasible, and once he gets $20 million,
he has to win.
Hmm?
He has to win, and that's the problem. With what he has, I think he only got 2 years of winning. You got Salters, who's gonna start over Juju, which has already been said. He brought a bunch of dogs in from Florida. I mean, he got every Florida #1. He got y'all defensive end, like corner. I mean, he brought everything from Florida.
Mm-hmm.
So he got everything from Florida, everything from IMG Academy. He got the top offensive lineman from Alabama, another lineman from. He got a bunch of TCU linebackers. I think he's going to have a great season next year. And then Juju might have a decent season the second year. But I don't see, man, like I ain't never really been immersed into college football until I started following Deion. Just the way this system works, dog. Deion and them, that loss to BYU showed you a lot of holes.
Mm-hmm.
They got a lot of work to do, dog.
Mm-hmm.
So for him to demand,
we knew that going in.
But for him to demand money, it's gonna be hard to guarantee that if he doesn't continue to win.
But the
crazy Nick Saban was a winner.
Thing about
Nick Saban won.
I don't think that y'all revenue has changed in Dallas Cowboys. I think that the people really do believe. I think that the viewership is not going to change. I think that it's going to remain the same.
For Colorado?
I think that they will still win. I think they will win more games next year than they did this year.
Yeah, I agree. I think they're going to win 10-11. But you got to think about it. I followed them since the beginning of the ship when they was at Jackson State. When they got to Colorado, the people that was rooting for him last year wasn't rooting for him this year until he started winning. Only people that hung deep with him was Wallow and Gilly. And Michael Irvin, like the old school cast that he knew. Mm-hmm. But just fan base wise, you didn't see. I remember being on YouTube last year watching everybody talk about Deion. to this year, it's like 2 or 3 big channels. Buff Nation. You got this dude that does Life in Football. It's called Life in Football, and then it's one more other guy that does like that really heavy fall. Like his following dropped. Us faithful people like myself, we stayed aboard, and then more of the community came aboard. But I don't think he's not going to have that Alabama effect. He's just not. He's not going to have that Alabama effect. And that has nothing to do with him. That's all. Yeah. Like,
haters out there, bro.
It's that Alabama has a rich tradition. Put it that way. Colorado doing a lot of stuff on the AD pocketbook. Like when he bought that, you seen that Rolls Royce plane they flew to San Antonio?
Rolls Royce?
Yes. They had a private Rolls Royce plane that flew down to San Antonio that was purchased by the AD and some other people, thinking they were going to win. And then you heard what they did in San Antonio, right?
What?
Going down there smoking weed. They in strip clubs all night. You can't see what I mean? It's a difference, dog. Like, and I even told I'll be talking to people about this all the time. I said Deion can bring people, but Deion ain't gonna always get the best characters. He's gonna get great players, but when it comes to the character, no offense, man, I love Florida people, but bro, you don't need goals all in your mouth for the game. You ain't got to do all that stuff. We know you from Florida. It comes a point in time where you have to be an athlete and a professional, because at the end of the day, if your talent don't look right, they ain't gonna draft you just because of how you look.
Yeah.
Like, and that's one thing. Deion is not. I love Deion to death, and I know he believes and loves God, but it comes a point where you're gonna have to start getting all these kids on the straight and narrow, and I think that's what he's trying to do this year. From like watching Bucky's first well off YouTube, watching the new rules he got for the team, kids can't wear slides to school, and changing the dress code. I think he's starting to understand that, okay, we won a little bit our first year, but we had bad characters. We won the second year, but now you're starting to hear the things that happened throughout the season that nobody heard about. Because Jordan Seaton got beat up. Yeah, see, you got to follow people who really. Jordan Seaton got beat up. That's why for like a couple months he wasn't on YouTube a lot. Like he got into a fight with one of the linemen. One of them Florida boys. It got out, and people like, that happens in locker rooms. It happened in the NFL. Blah blah blah. But it's just a different atmosphere, man. Like, and to win in college football.
Yeah.
Be honest with you. I told, like I was telling when we was watching the Ohio State game, I was saying, I ain't never heard nothing bad about Ohio State star players, dog.
Nah.
Outside of Maurice Corrett back in the day.
That's it.
Everybody else, you don't hear nothing about them. They ain't wearing chains in the middle of the game. They ain't got no earrings in their ear. They ain't making no TikTok video. They going out there and they handling business, dog.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
Look at Miami this year. This was the best cleaned up Miami team I ever seen.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And you're a Florida boy, so like, that was not the you that you used to seeing.
Nah.
So, I don't know, man. I give him 2 years.
We gonna see. We gonna see.
You got anything else for the people, man, before we get off this thing today?
I know you roll out Friday.
Yeah.
I wanna do a on the scene, like when you step into, what I'm saying, I put on the pod and you stepping into the scene and in the Gia Stadium.
Okay.
And I wanna I want to witness this experience with you, man. Can't be there physically, so I just want to be there, pardon with you, bro. Like this is like, bro, this is huge. I don't know how most people view or take or breathe or live football. I love this shit.
Yeah.
When you ask me, bro, my heart sank, bro. Like I'm like, what? I talked about it all day. Like, man, I said I had a ticket to the game, bro.
Hey,
And I say they win, bro, and
my,
get to go back. I'm not missing that next one. I promise you that.
you was my first call. I said, let me call Plug, man.
Man,
Let me call.
oh man, I thank you so much, bro. Like to me, bro, I thank you so much, man. Because I know you a good dude and you surrounded by good dudes, and I'm glad that I'm in that fold, that I can be in that fold, man. I'm yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, too.
made the old Florida boy smile. You made, but I was sick driving home.
I was like, let me call him right now. I said,
Hey,
Plug, what your Saturday look like? What your Saturday look like?
man, not bad. I'm talking about, and it's loaded too, man. I got back crack, man. I'm feeling good. I'm just left from bank, drop some money off. Like, hey, I'm gonna head over here, man. I'm gonna go get some groceries, and I was headed to the Kroger's to go get me some groceries, man, to go cook some dinner. I was feeling good, bro. And then I'm like, damn, man, I wish I could go. But I'm like, they gonna beat the Texans, so
We
we'll
ready
be
to check
right.
this next weekend.
Yeah, we'll be right back here, man. You know what I'm saying? We get another opportunity, and
Go ahead and get your cold weather gear ready, man. Get your
hey, as soon as
cold
you
weather
call,
gear.
as soon as you call me and tell me yes or go, I'll be packing.
Hey, gotta get it, man. Gotta get it. God's good, man.
I'm gonna
God is
be wearing
good.
yeah, but it's gonna be incognito. They don't know. They're like, man, you gotta watch me hard as hell to know it's some bullshit I got on. Boy. I got my ski jacket ready. I got my all my sweaters. I got plenty of sweaters. I got thermals, all that. Boy, I got some nut warmers and everything. I'll be ready.
I told him I got everything. I said, I'm ready.
Yeah, boy. I said, baby, I need some insulated socks. Give me some insulated socks. I might go get me some insulated socks this weekend. I already prepared. Be watching the games. I was like, all right, go to the store.
Yep. Hey, yep. What he
Yeah,
say? Hey, stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready.
you
Yeah.
did. Yes, sir, man. But man, it's been a fantastic college season. It's been a fantastic NFL season. It's been a fantastic playoff so far. Fantastic bowl games. We got Notre Dame and Ohio State coming. So when you get back, we can go ahead and pod about that.
Yeah, but it's a big day that day, man. There's a lot going on that day.
Yeah,
Inauguration that day and everything, dog.
that's crazy, man. You
Big
got
day.
your XRP?
We say
You got you some XRP? Some Ripple? Go and get you some of that Ripple, man. You're gonna double up on some money, man. You got a little 3, 4, 500 sitting around. You're gonna double up on some money real quick. Turn that five into a busy hand real quick,
yeah,
once it goes up, it's gonna stay up, bro. Ripple's
yeah.
gonna it's like at $2.81 right or that. Well, before you hit me up, I just looked at it. It was at $2.81. It had been at 235. Had been at 235 like all week, trending between 235, 231, and now it's at 280. And as soon as he get in, that's gonna be one of the first things. And his first 100 days is gonna, Ripple's gonna be that tool that's gonna make transferring, you know, crypto and money faster and cheaper.
We're gonna have to get us the stocks with plug segment, man.
Nah, I ain't savvy. I got a lot of clients that come in and they talk a lot of what I'm saying. They talk a lot of everything from cryptocurrency to different stocks, ETFs. You know what I'm saying, from Fidelity blue chips. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So
man.
that's gonna be the focus. That's gonna be the focus. The focus this year up until October. When the season starts up again, it's going to be, a lot of, putting money away and getting prepared for getting prepared for, putting money away for the travel and putting
Yeah.
money away for the retirement. So it's going to be a lot of, putting that money away. You know what I'm saying? Because my Sundays free up a little bit. I might start working on some Sundays to, what I'm saying, just to put that bread away every
Yeah.
week. You know what I'm saying? If I put a certain amount away every week, you know what I mean, we can get to that financial freedom goal a little bit. You know what I mean?
We need you to get that mobile cuts in, man. We need you to be mobile.
Man, I would love to do that. You know what I mean? But it ain't the same, bro. I love the suite. Now I ain't gonna lie. I worked in the suite for, before I moved here to Texas.
Yeah.
I had a barbershop at the Ford dealership. And I had a suite. So I was at the suite from Tuesday to Friday, and I was at the dealership on Saturdays and Mondays. And them 101s is dope, but like it don't bring in the different people
Yeah.
that you meet on a regular basis. Like I met a cool dude named Jason Urban today, what I'm saying, from Oklahoma, and we was chopping it up about, how Landman was actually a part of his life. Like
Yeah.
worked in them oil fields. He was there for the bust, and he was there for when it was boom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he was like we was talking about the show, and then he was telling me about his life, how it affected him, and I was telling him like how when dudes was leaving from Florida and going to the oil rigs and coming back, and their whole life had changed. Like a dude working at Burger King and McDonald's, and barely making it. Thomas, man, can I pay you on Friday for a haircut? Left and came back in 6 months and was driving big boy trucks and
Yeah.
changed his whole family life. And then all of a sudden he was back at home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's over now. You know what I mean? It's crazy, bro. Like, but that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes.
Yeah. Big facts.
Big facts.
Big facts.
But we don't worry about that. We in a recession proof situation where we at, bro. We blessed and highly favored, man.
Yeah.
Blessed and highly favored, man. And thank you all for tuning in and giving us the opportunity to speak to y'all. We're gonna be bringing more content.
Yes, sir.
More content. More content. We supposed to did something last night, bro. We was at the car dealership, you know what I'm saying, trying to get baby a new car. You
Y'all
know,
got it?
nah. We just went to go do some numbers. You know, this inflation is crazy, bro. You know, the numbers is crazy. And we ain't just going for anything. You know what I'm saying? We ain't in desperate need. so we can take our time.
Yeah. I tell people should try to find some of these lots too that do the repossessions, man. Yeah, I will talk about it, but it's a lot of places that do repossessions. Always people who you got 2025, 2024 that been picked up. You know what I mean? So
Oh, the depreciated price. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna get
yeah.
with well, I'm gonna get bed.
Yes, sir. So we appreciate y'all, man, for tuning in. It's your boy Norris.
And Uncle, aka Big Book shit.
So we out. We out.
We out.